Welcome on board, everyone. Check this episode out, guys. It's gonna be amazing. I tell you what, this is going to be the best PRS versus Gibson comparison, I think. Now I will let you know, definitely. So on my right, 2017 Gibson Custom Shop 59 Les Paul. This is a very special. This is actually a hand-selected limited edition Beauty of the Burst cover page Les Paul. But I think I'm going to shoot another video where I explain what is this guitar. But this is a hand-selected one, so weight is nice and light, and the top is just freaking amazing on this. Even on the on the 59, 59 Les Pauls always got some fantastic tops, but this is a special one, I think. Very nice guitar and very lightweight. Yes, so this is a beauty. On my left is my good old PRS 594 Wood Library, so this has a special top and a special neck. Yeah, so this is the guitar what I've been using since I think last August I bought it, and this is the PRS guitar what I've been using the longest, definitely. I had many of them, and I usually, how do I say, I always fell in love with them, but I wasn't able to bond with them. But now with this, I really like it. I never want to sell it. This is the guitar what I use for my Santana tribute project, and it's just a perfect tool. I mean, it's just a perfect tool, and I explain it why. Let's compare them. Sorry, so this is gonna be a very, very long video playing both of the. I try to play the same exact piece of music on both of the guitars after each other, and then after edit them, so I cut out the swapping, the time when I swap the one guitar to the other, and then you can hear one guitar after the other immediately without any latency or anything. So check this out. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be very interesting. Let's start. So, what do you think? Okay, what I can hear, this guitar, how do you say, just for me, for my ears, a bit clearer. I mean, probably the middle range is not as beefy as on the Les Paul. The Les Paul has, I think, beefier middle range, like much tougher, like much harder middle range, much it pushes the middle range out, but this one doesn't, so it makes it a bit clearer. And yeah, this doesn't have as long sustain as the Les Paul, so I can admit the Les Paul has longer singing sustain. Not much more, but it has definitely longer sustain. But and for me this is almost like a deal breaker factor. When I played this last bit here, so anything on this range, so in the very top of the range, top range of the neck, look. So this neck joint here gives me a lot more space than that one, so much more comfortable. So bending up these, look, so because this neck joint is smaller, the access to these high notes much easier on this guitar. It's just much smoother, and I think the taller frets makes all these bends. So if I try to play the same thing on the Les Paul, it's a proper fight comparing to that guitar. I mean, seriously, this big massive neck joint here makes the access to these. It's not impossible, obviously. A lot of great, fucking amazing players can play all these things all the time, but where is my thumb? So yeah, so this massive neck joint here makes it much harder than on that guitar, and yeah, obviously there's an advantage of this. So because of this big chunk here, I think that causes the sustains longer, and yeah, and the thickness of the body makes sustaining the guitar longer. But in the same time, it makes much harder to play on this thing. It's not a problem here. It's nothing wrong here. It's easy. But when you have to go to the high notes, it's much easier on that guitar than this guitar. But this one loses a bit of sustain. Here you go. But whatever you prefer. Yeah. So here you go. A bit of rough roy all the time. It just makes everything easier, you know. Bendings, talking English. Let's play. Let's compare neck pickup now. beautiful, beautiful. Well, I can't tell the difference now. I mean, again, this guitar for me more comfortable. That guitar has a bit more vintage middle range. I don't know, just a tiny bit beefier. But the comfort, when the confidentiality with the bendings and the little micro bends and things like that, I think I'd go for this one because of the comfort, and I'd go for that one because of this old school classic sound. But this is very close. So here you go. This is a tough question. Okay, let's compare some clean neck pickup. Here you go. I don't know. Even the sound was better on the PRS now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys at Gibson, but I don't know. The clean neck pickup sound for me, to be honest, was better on the PRS now. I don't know what did you hear over the video, but this is my dead honest opinion. Guys at PRS Factor, you won this neck pickup challenge. Yeah, the sound much more vintage, a bit more beefy on this guitar, but I think the clarity won on that one now. This is a bloody amazing neck pickup, guys. I tell you what, this is a bloody amazing neck pickup, yes. Yeah, let's play some chords now. Middle pickup, I mean, both pickups together, and let's play an interesting chord progression which has very complex chords and things like that. And let's hear the difference. So, PRS. I don't know. I can't choose now. I mean, I prefer both. I mean, I I can't choose now. No. Let's just okay. I can't choose at the moment. Let's focus same chord and let's focus on the absolute top notes. Check this out. The highest note. Is it just me, or can you hear? I think the PRS has a bit more top end. It has a bit more character on the top notes. This is a bit, how do you say, duller or something? Bit just a tiny bit boring, or this has a bit spicier top end. Or it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Let's call it a draw. I can't decide. I can't decide which one is better on this. So let's summarize a few things. Yeah, let's summarize a few things. So bridge pickup overdriven. I think the Les Paul has fattier sound, like more mid range, more beefy, and longer sustain on the bridge pickup overdriven. Neck pickup, I prefer the PRS because it was clearer, less muddy. So that's 1-1. And then on this pickup position, so when both pickups are on, I think it's a draw. I can't decide which one. So that's about equal. Now, comfortability wise, I think PRS won because I think just more modern touch. I mean, compound radius, much better neck joint. I think very, very cleverly designed neck joint. Uh, I think the frets on this better. I mean, taller makes bendings easier. Uh, so comfort win on this one. That wins the sustain. So that's draw. And now let's go to things like tuning stability. Now that's not a question. I think this guitar was born in tune. Born in tune. Does this phrase exist at all? I don't know, but this never went out of tune. I mean, I've been using this for so long. I used it at least on, I don't know, 50 rehearsals, 60 rehearsals, few gigs, traveling here. This is always in tune. I mean, I don't worry about it. It's a very clever design. It doesn't break the string angle and the tuning pegs, and everything is so steady on this guitar. So I think tuning stability wins on this one. So that's one here. That's not a question. If have you ever had a PRS and compared it to your Les Paul, that's not a question. You can make Les Paul stay in tune fantastically, but never as good as a PRS. Another thing that wins for me on the Les Paul though is the back of the neck. I mean, I prefer this vintage style aniline dye finish on the Les Paul. However, it makes it much more damageable. I mean, scratches and wear and everything's gonna be on this one, gonna appear on this one much harder. This one is sturdier, but the feel of the neck, back of the neck, is better on the Les Paul. I can tell that. But the finish, it's not as thick paint finish feel as on this one, so I prefer that one here. And well, the color, well, the look, look at that flame maple neck, but that doesn't count at the moment because it's just a one-off model. And I don't want to compare the look of the two guitars. I just want to compare the comfort and the sound. That's very important because the look is not as important for me. I mean, important, but not as important as these two factors. Yes. So that is a draw because the tuning stability is better on PRS, but the neck finish on the Les Paul wins. So yeah, that's again a draw. One thing that is a very good thing on the PRS, and it's not available on this Les Paul, and when it's available, it's not as good as on the PRS. Is the single coil. So the coil split, it's on the PRS. So this is the normal clean. This is a really nice P90 style single coil sound. And I use it all the time because this is not as fake as usually. For example, there were some Les Paul standards here with coil split, and it sounded awful with the neck with the single coil. This is really nice. I like it all. I use it all the time, and when I go here, this is a great one. So this is a humbucker. This is a single coil now. Well, that wins. So maybe PRS wins. You hardcore Gibson fans, you don't like this, right? I don't like it either, but hey, I like all sorts of guitars. I'm a big Fender fan. I'm a big 335 fan. I like the Telecaster. I love all these guitars. And to be honest, a competition like this is kind of pointless because horses for courses. I mean, I love this PRS. I love that Les Paul. This is one of the best, probably my favorite Les Paul what I ever had here. Two amazing guitars, right? Check these two beauties out. I can't believe what a lucky bastard I am. I can have these sort of guitars all the time. One day I'm gonna tell you the story of my life, guys. How I started playing on the guitar in a very, very, very poor country, in a very little poor town without any bloody guitar, normal guitars around, just bloody Russians. Remake of these Les Pauls. Oh my god, those were awful. I mean, my first few guitars were really, really shitty quality, but I was so happy with them and I played the hell out of them. Action was this high and I played until my fingers were not functioning anymore because of the pain and I didn't have skin on my fingers, but I was playing the hell out of those old school Russian Czech. I had some made in Czech Republic guitars. Those were awful as well. I mean, seriously. And now I can play on the top of the range Gibson and the top of the range PRS. I'm a lucky bastard, I know, but here you go. I've worked hard for it. Seriously. Guys, thank you very much. Please comment, please share, please like. Let me know how did you feel about this. Which one do you prefer, which one not. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and support me and I can shoot more of these videos. Thank you very much. music is powerful. And you might have a nice PRS, a nice Les Paul, a nice 335. That's the choice. You don't have to choose which one. You don't have to have just one guitar.